This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2005 Ford F-250 Super Duty Crew Cab Short Bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's an XLT, which is cloth. This truck has 170,548 miles. It was a dealer trade-in to the Jim Click new car dealer group. And basically, even though this is a nice truck, they can't sell them on their used car property with over 100,000 miles or they're over 10 years old. That's a general rule. It doesn't apply to Maseratis or Lamborghinis necessarily, but generally it's the rule. The reason they just can't get financing for their used car buyers when they have over 10 miles or they're over 100,000 miles. So they sell them to independents, and when it's diesel, we almost buy all of them. Anyway, we get them here, we do an inspection. This is what the inspection looks like, and I will tell you what happened. First of all, this truck was online and being sold about 2 weeks ago. We start everything in our property daily, and one of my guys smelled a little bit of coolant. And this is after it went online at $14,400. Okay, we brought it inside, checked it out. Turns out the EGR cooler was leaking. It just decided, which is good timing for you, to do its thing that day. So it now has a brand new bulletproof EGR cooler, a new Ford oil cooler, new Rotella oil and filter, gaskets, an EGR tube, along with a new windshield that we did originally, front and rear brake pads, driver door handle and lock cylinder, and that's that. So basically, it's got the EGR situation has now been handled. And we're making this video just so that it is updated and people know, and telling you what's happening here. There will be people who follow us and say, oh, that truck, you know, it didn't have an EGR cooler before and blah, blah, blah. So we're just telling you exactly what happened. We smelled a little bit of coolant. That is a sign that we need to bring it in the shop. We brought it in the shop, and sure enough, it needed an EGR cooler. So we did the EGR cooler and the Ford oil cooler and all that stuff, and now it's handled. Okay? So I'm going to walk around and show you what's going on here. Cosmetically, I'm going to go for a drive, and the price is definitely going to go up a little bit from $14,400 now that it's got the bulletproof EGR cooler done. Once that's done, these things, you know, I'm not going to say they're perfect or they won't break, because of course the second I say that, it'll break or need something, but that is the only real known issue, and it's been dealt with. So obviously there's quite a bit more value. We actually do bulletproofs for our buyers upon request for $1,900. If you call Integrity Diesel or other diesel shops here in town, they won't do what we do for less than $4 grand. Most of them do it for $45,000 to $6,000. So that's the kind of upgrade we're talking about here. So obviously the previous $14,400 price is going to go up. So that would be why. So when you see that price go up, please watch the video and read the ad, because there'll be some new text in the ad referring to the EGR cooler work that we did. Alrighty then. Got some keys. Like I said, this is a new handle and a new door cylinder. Apparently at some point somebody needed to get in and didn't want to use a key. So there you go. 170,672 miles. Open the hood. Before we go look under the hood, I'll share a little bit of information. The Kelley Blue Book on this truck, with an XLT with 170,500 miles, suggested retail price is $16,282. There's all the equipment we did a Kelley on with. Carfax is good, obviously, no accident damage. They add $1,180 for a good Carfax. So their Carfax's suggested retail price is $17,462. Now that would be without a bulletproof. It's been bulletproof, so both those numbers in the real world are going to be low. Okay. Nice and boring. Nice and boring Carfax. There you go. All right, that stuff's gonna make it into the glove box here when I'm done with this video. In the meantime, let's look under the hood real quick here. Zero blow-by. That is very, very, very good. Of course, you would assume that now that we've done that. Done the EGR through that would be the case. There's your Ford stamp there, Ford stamp there, Ford stamp there, and should be another one right there. Obviously, it's also got an extra fuel tank up here. There will be a gallery of pictures, 100 and, yeah, probably not 100, probably somewhere between 70 and 100 HD pictures. There'll be a little magnifying glass that you'll be allowed to click on. If you see something cosmetically you want to zoom in on, please do that. Cosmetics should be a non-issue. If you don't see it in the pictures, it's because you didn't look. So please don't miss those pictures. Look at them all very closely. There's a manual. There's your wheel lock key, blah, blah, blah. We left this tint on the windows just because some people won't care, but both this tint and the tint on the other window, that was not so bad, but this one's pretty bad. You might want to just peel that off or get it replaced. But some people might not care, so we just leave it there. All right? We'll give you a little video of it underneath the truck. That's your basic Arizona truck there. Very boring underneath. Very clean, very straight. All the windows up and down. Door locks. There you go. Let's see, mirrors. Out, in, up, down. By the way, that's what happens when you get too close to an exhaust. Out, in, up, down. Alright. Seat's in good shape. We did a little repair right here. Mobile repair guy comes by. It's got tilt wheel. Bang. Alright. Get in this bad boy. Seatbelt on. Alright, let's see, radio. Radio works fine, CD player, cup holder, here's your trailer. Let's see, what else? Not sure what that button is for. It probably had some lights on it. I don't see any lights on it anymore up front. Air conditioning. Definitely blowing cold. That works, that works. All works. There's tow haul on and off, on and off. Now, the fun part to try to do this, let me move up a little bit. Try to do this manual 4x4 shifter. There we go. All right. Now, there we go. Just kind of put it in neutral, huh? That's in 4 low. That is definitely granny gear. That's reversed in 4 low. All right, now let's go to 4 high. There's 4 high. So you just got to put it in neutral. Oh, go ahead. Like, why am I struggling? Because it's not neutral. There's reverse in 4 high. Now to neutral again. Bang. Pretty simple, isn't it? Just gotta outsmart the shifter. Which would leave me out. Let's see. If you come to Tucson, drive it home, you're gonna pay tax and dock fees. Dock fee is $250. Tax is 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 4, you'll pay 6. If it's 7, you pay 9. So if you come here to Tucson, all you have to do is add $250 in dock fee, and then add 2% to your state tax rate, and you'll know what you're paying. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. Once we receive your wire, we'll fill out the title with your name and address, notarize it, sign it off to you, and scan it into your online file. This thing runs great. Very nice. So you'll be able to see it scanned into your file even before it hits the mail. Then we mail it out. We scan in the envelope we mail it in, so you'll be able to see that also. Let's see, what else? Deposit. Deposit's $500. Once you receive your deposit, we'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. Please get your deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. I'm going to shut up for just a second here. Avalanche does not want this 3/4 ton truck in it, so I'll slow down. Let's see. Warranty speech. It's got 170,000 miles and it's 11 years old. There's no warranty. The people who built this truck gave up on the warranty a long time ago, and they built it. If they could have given it a 20-year, 500,000 mile warranty, they would have. And they would have sold them for a lot more money. They would have sold all of them in an hour, okay? They didn't, because they didn't know what was going to happen. So if they didn't know what was going to happen, there's very little chance that we know more than the people who built it. We are experts. We are good at this, so good at this that we catch a little smell and dealt with the EGR. That's a pretty strong ability, just to sniff that out from all these trucks that we deal with. And that's a good sign. But we still, even though we're great at this, we're not experts at reading the future. This thing could need an injector tomorrow. It could need an air conditioning compressor tomorrow. It could need a power window lock, power window motor. It could need anything. All right? It's a used vehicle. Something's going to break. It could break tomorrow. It could break in, a month, or it could break in 3 years. We don't know. If we knew what was going to happen to everything I ever bought, I would never buy anything that was going to break in the next year, and I'd be a billionaire, okay? So even though we got the EGR cooler, and it's a nice truck, and everything, it doesn't mean it's not going to break. So if you need something that's not going to break and has no chance of breaking and costing you money tomorrow, then you got to go buy a brand new truck. Used things don't have new car warranties, okay? So if this thing breaks the day you get it, go get it fixed. We're not writing any checks, okay? Don't want anyone to be under any false impressions. We're not saying this thing's perfect, and we're not saying it's going to be perfect. We're telling you what we have today, okay? What we have today is a hell of a truck. I mean, it's a really nice truck. But, you may have to spend a little bit of the money you're saving buying from us on a repair sooner or later, okay? I think that's it. I think that's all my speech is going to be here. Please make sure you get your deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. And we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com. You'll know it's yours. Like I said, there's no point in going through all this stuff and then not making a deposit. All right? Thank you for your time.